Hello, welcome to another episode of The Conversation here on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television Network. My name is Adesu Alsuyi and I'm bringing you the show from Nigeria's capital city of Abuja. Today on the show, we're going to be talking about something that has been on the lips of a lot of young Nigerians. So the APC presidential flag bearer, that's Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been, drawing a lot of controversy, especially among young people, for daring, to actually pick up the presidential form and say he wants to become president of Nigeria. A lot of persons have, brought to the fore his ailing health, some persons have said a sense of entitlement and, quite a number of all of that. And my guest today on the show does think that Bola Tinubu actually is the best man to lead Nigeria at this point. So today on the show, we're going to be looking at Nigeria's future and the Bola Tinubu controversy. My guest, Muhammad Aliyu Mijinyawa, is the coordinator North of the APC Youth Stakeholders Forum. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning to you, Adesra.
Yes.
My pleasure being here.
Okay, great. Now I'm just going to delve straight into it. I know we're talking at some point, and you did say something in the line of Bola Tinubu being a man handpicked or by God. What do you mean by that?
Well, thank you very much, Adesra,
Yeah.
and it's really a pleasure having me here. First of all, the most important thing in leading Nigeria as a country is competence, credibility, and capacity. And when you're blessed with those three things, competence, credibility, and capacity, you can say you're a man handpicked by God. Why? Because of all the candidates aspiring for the presidential seat, none of them can boast of real development apart from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he can back all those developments with. If you go to Lagos, you can see the practical work there. He has done a lot of projects that has benefited not only Lagosians but people across the country at large. So as it stands, according to a report by Vanguard in 2016, Lagos State is Africa's 5th largest economy. So we have 54 countries in Africa. That means Lagos State is surpassing 49 countries. And all credit will go to him because he's the architect of modern Lagos. Without his blueprint, without his succession formula, Lagos wouldn't be where it is today.
But Lagos is one state. Nigeria is 36 states. Leading a whole country of 200 million people is different. I do know that Bola Tinubu is probably one of the best politicians that we have in the country at this point. You did mention his records and all of that. But at the point or the stage that Nigeria is right now, we don't need a politician. Nigerians don't need a politician. Do you not agree with that?
Well, I do really agree with that. If we look at the candidates we have and you look at the presidential seat, whether you like a technocrat or you like a politician or however you picture the next president of Nigeria to be, I think Bola Tinubu is the right man for the job. Why? Because the only thing we need in Nigeria is, as far as development is concerned, economic development and human development, he only needs to replicate what he did in Lagos, and Nigeria is going to be a success story. And at the moment, we need somebody who is experienced. I mean, all the candidates, when you take them one by one, I mean, the opposition's candidate, Atiku Abubakar, he was once a vice president of the Nigeria. In fact, he was one of the most powerful vice presidents of the country. Now, if you look at the previous records, none is close to Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I think that's enough reason for us to consider him.
Okay. Yeah. What would you say? Personally, I think that in relating with people, I feel like people that have things to offer, if I have something to offer you, and I feel like what I'm offering you is in your best interest rather than mine, I wouldn't need to, be so entitled to helping you out with that. What do you think about Bola Tinubu's desperation to become Nigeria's president and his sense of entitlement to, look, this is mine, give it to me at this point? What do you think about that? And then we can also throw in his supposed failing health into it as well. What do you think about that lineup? Well, you don't think that at this point it's basically in his best interest, not in the best interest of Nigerians?
No, I think it is in the best interest of Nigerians. Right now, if you look at Nigeria's economy, the world, because of the world crisis going on in the world, we are facing a threat of food crisis. The war happening in the Middle East, in Europe, and so many parts of the world, and the COVID-19 pandemic that hit the world. The economic situation of the entire world is in, threat. So we need somebody that will stabilize our economic system. So looking at what he did in Lagos, like I told you, it's just a replication of what he did in Lagos. That's what we need in Nigeria, and it's going to be a success story. Now let me give you an instance. The Lekki Free Trade Zone that he established in 2006. Today, the Lekki Free Trade Zone is accommodating Africa's largest private refinery by Dangote. And that refinery is going to give indirect jobs to 25,000 people, direct jobs to 9,500 people. So with those kinds of plants and other investments he did in Lagos, like the Lagos Concession Company, Lagos State Infrastructure Company, Lagos State Security Service Fund, the BRT scheme, and so many other investments that he did in Lagos, that is what we need in the country. And that is why we keep seeing a lot of gaps being created. Even in the security situation of the country, youth are being desperate. We need somebody who understands the economy, somebody with a very good record, past record. Looking at all the candidates, if you take them one by one, I mean, they all at some point were given opportunities. But if you judge them by their previous records, none is close to him.
Okay, but I think you didn't answer my question of, desperation and sense of entitlement and his failing health. Because I believe that, I know that he had said that he doesn't need to be in sound health to lead Nigeria. He doesn't need to be strong to lead Nigeria, because all he needs is ideas and all of that stuff. But I personally believe, and I think maybe some medical practitioners will agree, that you cannot really have a sound mind if your body is not sound and you're not in perfect health.
Well, look, there's a reality. Ashwaju, he's 70 years old, and nobody will deny that. But the fact that he's sick, I think with the what happened, what we witnessed prior to the convention, he went around almost 36 states, and he's still going around to places. And I mean, what else do we need? And I feel like that's enough for us, because he physically, he's fit. If he can go around 36 states, he's fit for the presidency. And at the moment, we need somebody that has a blueprint for the country. So it's not about being sound, being fit, running around in stadiums and stuff like that. No, it's not all about that. It's having the idea, having the mindset. And at the situation we are, most politicians make fake promises. Now, we are in an era that people will not believe in fake promises. If you make a promise, people will go back to your previous records and check. When you made those promises, when you are given a similar opportunity, did you deliver? If you deliver, then that is enough reason for us to trust him.
So you don't think we're going to have another situation of a president leading from outside of the country, for incessant medical trips abroad and all of that?
No, I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that, because like I told you, prior to the convention, he went around almost 36 states. He's still fit. Today, Ashwaju is in Ekiti for the gubernatorial election happening. So for somebody that is not physically fit, he will not be able to do all those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you actually, this is me putting you on the spot now, do you actually, personally, in all honesty, believe that Tinubu is the right man to lead Nigeria, is what we need at this point? Or, because I do know that his political competence has actually yielded so many advantages to him as a person, and then as endeared quite a number of persons to him who now feels loyal to him, and then let's be blind to the downside of having him as president. Is that what it is, or you really do believe that he's the right person for the job?
Yeah. One thing that we need to look at is Nigeria is a young country. Young country in the sense that young people are the highest number of individuals in the country. Now we need somebody who has the young people at heart, because serving humanity, serving the young people is not just by age. Just because you're 25 years doesn't mean you have the young people at heart. Somebody could be 100 years and he has the young people at heart, and that is exactly what we need. Now, Asiwaju has been helping people for decades. If you take, he has been helping people for over 25 years. Now, if you take 25 years out of some of the people he has helped, for instance, you've seen the convention, the governor of Ekiti stepped down for him, and one of the reasons was because he is one of the people that has paved the way for him, that has helped him become who he is. Now he's 57, can you define me? He's 57. Just subtract 25 years from 57, that's 32. So when he was 32, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was already making impact in his life. So we need somebody that has the young people at heart. So, and that is the kind of individual we want to lead the country forward. And like I told you, looking at a state like Lagos, in 2005, he established the first autonomy, the first state state inland revenue service company in Lagos. How did he do that? He was facing a lot of challenges from the federal government. He managed to, broke those jinx set in place by the federal government, and he transformed Lagos to where it is today. So I believe these are all reasons that we are supposed to look at in considering the next president of the country, because we can't rely on fake promises, and we can't bring somebody that doesn't have a very good CV. All these candidates were given an opportunity at some point, like I told you, and if you judge him by his previous records, I think he's the best man. Nobody comes close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for joining me on the conversation this morning. I guess the polls in 2023 will tell and decide where we're going, from here.
By God's grace,
yeah. Yes, thank you. And thank you for staying with me on the conversation this morning. Do not forget to continue the conversation across our social media platforms. It's TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The channel to subscribe to on YouTube is TOS TV Network as well. And of course, stream our website, www.tostvnetwork.com, for news, stories, and happenings from across the world. Thank you again. My name is Adesu. I'll see you. Please join me again tomorrow.